Howdy, I'm Jacob. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. I just decided to pop out here and do a unplanned video about Benchmade, and while never support them, purchase them, advertise them, any of that crap. As you probably know, most likely, maybe 2 years ago, Benchmade posted a video of them chopping up some guns. And they were called commies for doing that. They said that they were chopping up guns for their local police station. They were firearms that were impounded and could not be given back or recirculated by their local communist laws or legislation. And you know, I really don't care about that. It's a bad look. I will say it is certainly a bad look, but I really don't care. Now, what that led to something that I do care, and that is in 2016, Benchmade had been donating more and more and more politically to the Democrats. And then 2016 was kind of a big year for Democrats and Republicans. There's this election. It was kind of a big deal. In that year, Benchmade donated 100% of their funds to the Democrat Party. And that's pretty nasty. Let's just be real. However, people said that that's what they need to do in their location for tax cuts, tax breaks. They need to be in politicians' pockets to continue doing business. All of that crooked, nasty trash, all that corruption, that phony capitalism that shouldn't be happening anyways. Whatever. Okay. That pisses me off, really. But that's not what pisses me off the most. And so I haven't really heard people talk about the third thing that I realized. And that's why I made this video, is because I really wanted, I've been putting it off for years, I don't know, because I wanted to do like a really good job, but nobody else is doing a really good job, and nobody else is saying it. Right before they did all this in 2016, they cut off knife rights and their Doug Ritter RSK knives. Benchmade was one of the largest supporters of knife rights, a pro-Second Amendment organization that has fought multiple battles in court to fight anti-Second Amendment knife-specific legislation. And so for some reason, you know, you start putting two and two together and, you know, chopping up guns, supporting the Dems, giving all of your money to the Dems in 2016, and then simultaneously distancing yourself from a specific knife rights Second Amendment organization for which you have been the largest supporter. Dropping it like that. Now, I don't know, you may or may not have ran a business in your life, but or an organization like that, but I imagine that if now the money that was generated by this was through sales of Doug Ritter's designs. So he designs knives, Benchmade made them, he gets a small cut. It helps him pursue legislation and take communists to court. So right before they go all in support of the Blue Party, they cut ties to a Second Amendment organization, and having their largest supporter pulled out from under them was, especially without warning, a really bad deal, I believe, for knife rights. So what's really pathetic to me is when these boot-looking communists get caught licking boots and being communists, and they post a video that generally consists of, I support veterans, I support freedom and the Bill of Rights, and I didn't do it. That's Evan Hafer, Black Rifle Coffee, Benchmade, other companies have done it. It's basically what they come out and say. And it makes me want to puke. And the people who I believe really don't care one way or another, that's all they need to hear. And business will go on as usual. And yeah, I'm not okay with that. Vote with your money. Hogue Knives has picked up Doug Ritter's designs and makes them way better than Benchmade did. Way nicer materials, nicer steels, nicer fit and finish, wonderful knives. And the reason I got a little bit riled up about this is they just released a new knife, a fixed blade, and it's released in CPM S45VN. I'm not personally familiar with the steel. It's an uncommon super steel. I'm guessing it has crazy edge holding and stainless properties and is a little bit hard to sharpen. It's just a completely uneducated guess. However, when you get into the less common super steels, you also get into higher prices, and yet this fixed blade comes in at under $200, and so that's really freaking cool. So, again, made by Hogue Knives. Hogue, I know some of those guys now, and they're actually Second Amendment supporters, and they make really good knives, oddly enough. If you come from the gun side of things, like I actually originally did, knew Hogue Knives basically for gun grips. But I think they make absolutely phenomenal knives, and they've picked up Doug Ritter, and I with my personal businesses, Exodus Knife and Tool and Beach and Tactical, I will not comply or conform. Essentially, I believe my businesses should represent me as a person. I sell me. So I donate products to Knife Rights, and I hope to continue to do so in the future. And I had one person complain saying that if they saw any more of this flag-waving BS, this, that, and the other, and making all kinds of threats, so I just canceled his order. I'm not going to grovel to you for your order. I'm not going to conform to you for your order. If you're a dirty commie, freaking don't buy from me. I'm okay with that. Don't subscribe to my channel. I'm not here to make the most money or to get the most views. It's never been what this has been about. And I have a message that I want to share, and that's why I do it. So, if conformity is the requirement, then I just won't do it. But the age of men of principle is dead, and it's sad. It's what's needed. So freaking, I get involved in a lot of these companies, Grunt Style and Black Rifle Coffee and Benchmade, and I get invested in them, and it just sucks to see that really they're just kind of a communist, New World Order bunch of pieces of trash. At the end of the day, it's why a lot of these companies are successful. They don't really do anything that special, but they get that NWO advertisement and cash flow and those loans and everything else, and they conform to those sets of standards, and then they get successful. So the love of money is the root of all evil. And if you're willing to bend your morals and compromise on what you believe is right for money, then what you believe is right is irrelevant, and your morals aren't morals. They're just some kind of doggone it. Like so many people go to church not because they're actually Christians, but it's because it's part of their heritage, their upbringing, who they identify themselves as, And that ain't a reason to do anything. You know, you're not conservative because you're raised conservative or you're from the country. You don't get to say that you're conservative because you vote red, but you don't believe that people should be able to own, you know, whatever firearm that they want, that they should pay whatever taxes are levied against them, that they don't own their property, they don't have the right to defend their property, they don't own themselves, they don't have, if you're not a conservative, you're not a conservative. So you can fly the flag and play the role all you want because that's the flavor of your upbringing, but it doesn't mean anything. So freaking screw Benchmade. I'll never support them unless somehow, you know, they freaking clean house and get rid of the president and all of their leadership, move out of Oregon and actually decide, you know, we support LEO and military. They're just branches of the government. LEO and military all swears an oath to defend the Constitution against enemies foreign and domestic. So if you're supporting a branch of the government who's not upholding their oath, then you're not supporting what gives them honor, what gives them their name. If they don't support their oath, they're just rent-a-cops and mercenaries. If they don't care about their oath, if they don't care enough to even research their oath, they're just rent-a-cops and mercenaries. The honor is in the oath. And supporting the government entities of the military and law enforcement means nothing if you don't care about the oath. So, freaking screw commies. That's all I got. I'm sure I'll hear what you think in the comment section below. In the description box below, you'll see how you can support this channel through Patreon, my websites, Beach and Tactical, Exodus Knife and Tool, my Instagram pages. And I tell you what, if you don't like what I got to say, just tell all your friends how much I suck and flame my businesses all over the place. I would appreciate nothing more. So, have a blessed day.